Train the muscles, not the joints.
Welcome back to Natural Gallant Bodybuilding. Mountain. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about soreness. Now, somebody just asked in the comments about soreness and when should they train? Should they train when they're a little bit sore or when they are fully recovered? And how does one know what is best for them? So the first thing I'm going to say is I highly recommend you experience this for yourself, which means train a body part and then don't train it again until you're fully recovered and there's not an ounce of soreness. And then you do your workout and then again, don't train that body part again until you're fully recovered, not an ounce of soreness, and then go back to it again and see if you get results. Like, do you notice your strength is going up? Do you notice that the pumpy and lumpy feeling is increasing? Do you notice that you're getting more strength endurance? Do you notice that you're putting on muscle mass? This is a very relevant way to train. I've trained like that. But one thing that I found is that there was a happy medium in soreness that once you learn how to, let's just say, ride that dragon, right? You start to benefit from a little bit of the muscle tension that is in the muscle when it's a tiny bit sore. So for myself, I found training when I'm a tiny bit tight or a little bit sore, not much, just a bit, was optimal to keep me making muscle mass gains along with accessing that springy type elastic sort of experience in the muscle where I could benefit in getting extra reps on the bench and extra strength, right? Now, I do believe, depending on your constitution, that you may benefit from this technique, or perhaps you are the type of person that needs to be fully recovered and then you go back in the gym and then you train that muscle, right? As it's totally fresh. But for myself, when I found that I waited for my muscles to be fully recovered, a lot of times my groove was not as refined as when I was a tiny bit tight. Not a lot, just a bit. So I don't know if there's an absolute yes or no answer on this for everybody, but I do believe it's a worthwhile investigation for you to conduct, which means do the fully recovered type of workout for a month or two and see how that feels. And then change your frequency around so that you're training when you're just a tiny bit tight. Not a lot, but just a bit. So that means, say you're noticing it takes you 3 days to recover from a body part fully. Well, maybe train that body part every second day and see how you feel. Perhaps you need to lower the volume. Perhaps you need to adjust the volume and adjust the intensity, the rep ranges and that sort of thing. But you adjust it in a way where you're just a bit tight by the time you train that muscle again. And I think that's a worthwhile experiment to conduct. Now, each person's going to have their own findings on this, and I'm really interested in seeing what you guys find for yourselves, because in a way, your experiences also teach me in how different people respond, because different people do respond in surprising ways sometimes. So from my experience, I noticed if I train a little bit tight, that's usually what I go with, and that works the best. I keep the groove. It feels like my coordination is optimal at that point, and it feels like I've got optimal blood flow in that area, and everything is pumpy and lumpy, and I've got the best sort of nitrogen balance and that sort of thing. So that's really my answer to that question. But it's really up to you to find out what your answer is. And yeah, that's just a simple sort of video, but I just wanted to basically put that out there. So yeah, I hope this helps out in your training. Thanks a lot for watching. If you need to get a hold of me, just go to naturalgallantbodybuilding.com, and thanks to the Patreon supporters. And take care for now. Mountain. Now I'm going to play some 1942. Natural Gallant.